Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Mary of Creating with Mary. I'm glad you're able to join me on today's episode. Today is a continuation of the last topic, the gift of contentment. So how do you cultivate this gift? If you don't have it, you must recognize what you have and what you don't have. You must not be afraid or ashamed to acknowledge that you don't have this gift of contentment. But I assure you it's a gift that you can cultivate like a seed in a garden. One of the ways to cultivate contentment is to be here, to be present here, to be in this moment. Right now, I'm not living in the past. There's so many unpleasant things as well as pleasant things that happened in the past. Pleasant, unpleasant, they come together. So there are pleasant, there are unpleasant things in the past. There's going to be pleasant and unpleasant things in the future, but I'm not bothered with those two ends of my life. I'm interested right now as I sit here. I'm interested in making this video. Before now, I've been thinking about making the video, and so I've been in that space trying to put my thoughts together on this topic. Living in the moment. Like I said in another video right here, don't welcome the guests of the past, leave them there. Sometimes you reminisce. These are intentional actions. You reminisce and reflect. You may want to journal, or it may just be something you're trying to capture some lessons and try to bring them forward. If you live in the past, it robs this moment of the experience of fully taking in all there is to be taken in, the beauty, the presence, the joys, the excitement, the fun that there may be. So living in the moment is one of the ways you can cultivate contentment in your life. Live right here. Don't stay in the past. Don't be worried about what will happen in the future. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have goals. That doesn't mean you don't have dreams, what you want to achieve. Have dreams, have goals, write them down, and that's it. Walk towards it. But consistently having thoughts of the future in your head is not how it works. It's going to rob you of this present moment, and you'll not be satisfied with your life. So contentment comes with a certain level of satisfaction with life, certain level of happiness and joy within yourself. It comes from deep within. Like I said in so many other videos that I've talked about, whatever it is that you think is beautiful in this world, any virtue, they must come from deep within and overflow out. It comes out. Love comes from within. It comes and overflows, and you love upon others. It doesn't come from outside. We have been educated, both in school, the society around us is telling us that it's money that makes you content. It's money that you should pursue. So the priority has been changed. Pursue material things in order to be able to gain immaterial things. It doesn't work that way. Once you change the priority, of course it will be very difficult to attain or to achieve those important virtues that every single human is looking for. We are looking for joy. We are seeking peace. We're seeking contentment in our lives. We're seeking to be fulfilled with our lives. But those virtues don't come with pursuing degrees, pursuing money, pursuing all these external things to us. Don't get me wrong. We should have some ambition. You should have a goal. You should have a dream, what you hope to get in some future. But you don't worry about it. You may have written down your goals. Then work towards it. There is even joy in accomplishment. That you're present in this moment, you accomplish something. It gives you a sense of pride and joy that you have been able to complete certain things by yourself in a reasonable time. Those are a sense of accomplishment that adds up to your level of contentment. You're able to appreciate the gifts and the talents, your competences, your capabilities within yourself, and you're able to navigate. You're able to move around in the world with this sense of ease, without being anxious, without being worried. Contentment is a great gift that you want to cultivate in this journey of becoming the best version of yourself. Acceptance of who we are is a very difficult thing for most people. We want to be other people. That's the truth. We don't want to be ourselves. We want to be other people. That's why you see all these pretenses, all these facades that people present. So there is this desire to be other people because we feel that those other people have what we don't have and want to mirror that. But if we could go inside of each of ourselves, we'll be able to draw out the gifts and the talents, the uniqueness of ourselves, our own fingerprint into this world. And those attempts to do that is what will bring an acceptance of self, and that brings contentment. Secondly, you want to cultivate contentment by practicing gratitude. Yeah, you know my name. You know my name by now. My second name, my AKA, is Madam Gratitude. For those who are joining my channel for the first time, I am also known as Madam Gratitude because I've learned that gratitude holds the key to contentment. So, gratitude holds the key to joy. Gratitude holds the key to life. Once you understand that you have the greatest gift, life, then I add to the gift of life, I add health to it. I'm in good health. That's a reason to be grateful. The topic entirely on good health. To understand that food is medicine. So being conscious of what I consume is also part of being appreciative of knowledge that brought about good health or staying in good health. So be thankful for knowledge and the wisdom to live in this world, in this time. Gratitude holds the key. If you can change the mindset from complaining from what you don't have to showing gratitude for what you have, it totally changes your perspective about life. I assure you that. You may want to start practicing that at the very least. Thirdly, another way to cultivate contentment is to stop buying what you don't need. Stop buying what you don't need. A lot of us, we buy on impulse. It's a struggle right here. Alright, so there are all these ads in our faces, putting things at you, using your imprint on the internet to suggest materials and stuff to you to buy. So it's a struggle. We have to learn the discipline to also manage the resources we have right now and learn to live with as little as possible. When so much more comes, you also learn to deploy those resources correctly, not necessarily on impulse at whatever catches our fancy. So learning to curtail what we buy, because many times we think, if I don't have that thing, if I don't get that stuff, my life is miserable. If I don't get that stuff, I won't be happy. I'll go to any length to get that stuff. I'll do whatever to get that stuff. Those thoughts, patterns won't bring contentment into our lives. So appreciate what you have. Learn to live with as little as possible. The fourth thing is to enjoy the simple things that there is in life. Sometimes we think, if I don't go to the Table Mountains in South Africa, be in Dubai, I cannot enjoy life in this place that I am. These are some of what draw people into greed, into lust, because they feel that if they don't have that, those bogus amount of money, they can't have a good vacation, they can't have a good holiday, they can't enjoy life. But have you tried to take account of what is available to you within your local environment? Have you taken account of what is available in your life? Take account, write them down. So learn to enjoy the simple things with family, with your hobbies, with your work, with your community. Learn to enjoy the presence of others. People who love you, who you love in return, learn to enjoy. Those are simple pleasures, those are simple joys in life that don't cost a thing. So this require a change in mindset, a change in perspective. Is it going back to basics? Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality. So that is going back to basics. We went jet fast away from basics. Now we got to go back to the basics in order for us to truly apprehend those important things that our hearts yearn and our spirits yearn for in this life before we leave. I'm grateful for the gift of contentment in my life. I've not always had it, but I've come to apprehend it. I'm super grateful for it. And you can cultivate it too if you don't have it in your life. You can be satisfied with who you are, what your essence is, and where you are in this time. Don't be fretted by what is going on all about in the world. Don't be discouraged by what is going on all around you. Some news are not so good news. Don't let those news, those external news, become the controller of how you feel in the moment, of how you are in the moment, of what is going on with you in the moment. Do not let those news affect you. It takes discipline to grow this mindset. It takes discipline, it takes intentionality to grow this mindset. But because you're determined to become the best version of yourself, I know you can do this. I know you can start changing those habits and start appreciating and start taking on and start growing, bringing the ingredients together, putting the soil in the sack or in the pot, planting that seed of contentment today. Plant that seed of contentment today, water it, and watch it as it grows in your life. I do hope that you find this content useful. Please drop a comment in the comment section below this video and like the video, share with your friends, and if you're not yet subscribed, kindly click the subscribe button down below this video. I thank you for watching, and you should catch me in the next one.